welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an expectations versus reality of being an entrepreneur, especially an 18 entrepreneur. So I asked you guys over on my Instagram to tell me your expectations of what people think you do since you are an entrepreneur, or expectations that you have as an entrepreneur, as well as the realities that you go through, and I'm also going to share the realities that I go through. So I hope you guys are really excited. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and comment any other video ideas you'd like me to do. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So first, I'm going to start with the expectations that you guys sent in the Instagram polls. So the first one I got is from Frida, and she said that they are immediately rich. So she's referencing that if you're an entrepreneur, you are rich immediately. Honestly, it is not like that, 100% not like that. It will never happen like that. So when you're an entrepreneur, there's so much things that go behind the scenes to getting your first, the first money that comes in, the first client, the first product sold. So there's so much about that. It is not immediate rich. You're not immediately getting $1,000, $2,000 in your bank daily. It takes time to get there. The next expectation is from Perla, and she said to be as honest as possible. If you're an entrepreneur, yes, you have to be honest about your services and about your tips and your skills, but you don't have to be honest about everything else. For example, if you get a client that didn't like what you did, maybe it didn't meet their expectations, you don't have to share that. That is your private information. If you don't want to share anything, you don't have to. And that's not just for entrepreneurs, it's for everyone in general. If you don't want to share something, you are not obligated to. So another expectation that I got is from Jackie, and she said to have their life together and always be neat. Honestly, as an entrepreneur, that does not mean you have your life all together. There's so much that comes behind it. For example, you can be 17 and be an entrepreneur, but that does not mean this is your life. This is the only thing you're going to do in your life. There's so much more that you can do, and if it is what you want to do with your life, yay, congrats. This is what you want to do and you're pushing forwards to it. But if there's so much more in your life that you want to try, you can. That does not mean this is what your life is set together. As well as just being neat, it depends on the person. Some people are messy, some people are neat, some people are organized. It's just on you. Not every entrepreneur is neat or organized. The next one is from Sarah, and she said that we're too young and not capable. We're not taken seriously. Honestly, we're never taken seriously. I went through so much of not getting taken seriously on Facebook groups, on people following me saying you shouldn't be doing this, you're too young, you don't know the skills. But honestly, I would just say ignore those people, and it's not the right time to listen to them because they will stop you to do what you're doing and what you love. And that also branching out, that's why I started Team Boss Babes as a community where you feel valued and your opinions are valued and your ideas are valued and everything that you do is okay, and there's people to support you there. There's no one telling you you're too young or you're too old to start. The next one is from Jasmine, and she said that the business idea is based on emotions and it will not last. Honestly, business never has to be on emotions. You can be happy to start a business, sad, confused, anything, and you can start a business. There's no set emotion to start a business. And just saying that it will not last long, a lot of people do say that. A lot of people say if you're young and you start a business, it's not going to last long. This is only for a short amount of time. Honestly, it's up to you. If you don't want to do this in a month or in 2 months or in 6 months or a year because you don't find that this is not what you're passionate about and you don't like the way you're going, you can totally stop. It does not matter. It's your opinion, your values. It's up to you. No one else's opinion should matter to you if you should start your business, stop your business, or continue it. So another one is also from Jasmine, and she says that they don't know what they're asking for because it's hard. Honestly, I get this all the time. People don't think I know what I'm doing. It's really weird. So if for example, Socials by Paula, I do social media management, YouTube intros, YouTube editing, YouTube consulting. A lot of people come to me asking me questions, and they try to format them really hard, like if I wouldn't be able to answer them, and I answer them directly, I answer them quickly with all my facts and all my things, and they just think I don't know the answer to it. This is a big expectation because you are so young. I am 17, so they're probably like, oh, she doesn't know this word, or oh, she doesn't know this, but I do. Let me test her out. It happens. People are like that in the world, and I just say answer them professionally and correctly. If you know the answer them professionally. If you do not know the answer, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Maybe you haven't learned that yet. Maybe it's a skill you're going to implement later on. But just say, oh, I haven't learned it yet. I will get back to you when I do. Simple as that. You literally told them off. You answered them, and you answered them in a professional way. So another one that we got from Frida is that why do you try so hard? You have the rest of your life to make money. And she said this one was by her teacher. Honestly, I went through the same thing with the teacher. He had told me, why did you start this? There's no point of starting this. You're still so young. You don't know what you're doing. Honestly, as I said before, haters are gonna hate, and don't listen to anyone else. If you're doing this because you love it and you're passionate about it, do it. Go ahead. You're the one doing that something that you're passionate about and you're succeeding in it, and no one else's opinion should matter to you. So I say forget those people and do it, and do try your best. Like, do try your best to do everything that you want to do, because your life is going to be moving forward because of you and not because of someone else. Another one that we got from the Girlaholic podcast is that I am too young. I get that all the time. When I was starting out my entrepreneur journey, I did get people messaging me like, you're too young, like you shouldn't be doing this, like why are you charging for your services? It happens. People are going to think you're super young. People are going to think that you are not, I guess, equipped enough to be an entrepreneur, to do what you're doing, because you're too young or you don't know the skills. The same thing was asked by Mel, is that you're too young. So it happens. I just say forget those people. Show them off. Show them that you have these skills. Show them that you can do it. Another one from Mel is that people don't take you seriously. It happens all the time. For example, me, I get these DMs all the time of people asking me to do a free intro or a free service, and I am just super confused because they're clicking on a business profile and they think that it's a joke. They think this is not a serious place. For example, me, one time someone had asked me, can I get a free intro? And I was like, no, sorry, this is a business. And I answered professionally in the correct way. And they were like, wait, what the heck? Like, you're so rude. Like, they were just saying bad words. And they were like, I'm gonna, put a bad review. And I was like, I'm so sorry for what you think, but this is a business and this is serious, and I can't be offering anything free, as this is my income. And they were just going off until I said, can you please stop sending messages? This is a business account. And that's when they noticed that they were like, oh, I should stop. So a lot of people do not take you seriously. It happens. People want to ask you for free stuff. People want to ask you for free services, for free advice. Free advice is totally fine, but they want to ask you for this advice that you are going to offer for $45, for example. If you have a service, for example, me, that I do have a service that is a business starter kit, they want me to give them all the information about that, like to give them personalized information. I'm like, no, that's a service. Like, you have to go purchase a service so I can give you all the information. Maybe I'll give them a section, but I won't give them the whole, PDF of everything. So I feel like it does happen. People are not going to take you seriously, but honestly, forget those people, answer them professionally, correctly, and you know that they will start taking you seriously. And the last expectation that I got is from Julie, and it is being their own boss and making a lot of money. So being your own boss is cool, and I really like being my own boss. It's something that I never thought about, but now that I am an entrepreneur, like, I feel like I fit into that realm of me being my own boss and having my own schedule and knowing what I'm doing myself and me taking care of everything. I feel like that is a positive in my side. It can be a negative on your side. You never know. You have to experience it first. As well as making a lot of money, just like Frida said in the beginning. It happens. People think you are automatically rich because you start a business and you're growing, and let's say you have 300 followers and they're like, oh, you're so rich. It does not happen like that. There's so much behind the scenes. For example, me, it took me a whole month. It's a short amount of time, 1 month, to get my first client, my first paying client. But it might take people 2, 3, 4, 6 months to get their first paying client. So it all depends on how much work you put into your business to get that first client to come to you, because you're not going to go to them. You can offer them the service, but it's more likely that they'll come to you. So I just always say, try your best. You do everything at your own pace. It's okay if you didn't get your first client in your first post or in your 10th or 20th post. It happens. There's different times and periods that people will come to you and find your services. So now I'm going to move on to talking about the realities of being a teen entrepreneur, or being an entrepreneur in general. So the first one is coming from Frida as well, and she said that it is a lot of work and everything takes consistency and patience. That is 100% true. Being an entrepreneur means you have so much work that you don't know what you're going to do. Yes, you might have a little bit to do daily, but if you look at it in a long calendar, it's a lot of work. And also, if you have new ideas, you're responsible for that, and you're also responsible for giving content to your followers if you promise something. As well as it does take consistency, so she's referring to wanting to grow. If you want to grow your business and you want to have that accountable, you want to reach more people, you have to be consistent. You have to have a plan. You have to plan your content, or post daily, post stories daily, post grid post daily. It all depends on how you are wanting to grow and how fast. As well as a lot of patience. That is number one key to becoming an entrepreneur, is that there is a lot of patience in being an entrepreneur. That being, you might not get your first client in the first week or first month or second month. It takes patience to get where you want to be, but everything just comes together. For example, consistency, patience just comes together and wanting to build your brand or your business. From the Girlaholic podcast, she said restrictions and limitations of school and parents. So that is really a reality. For example, school, it happens. You have school 6-7 hours a day and plus homework. That's going to take a big chunk of your day. And it's okay, like, it happens at school. It's number one priority right now, and it's really important. So just make sure you finish that as quick as possible, and then you can move on to working on, you know, your business or your brand. As well as parents. So maybe your parents have different opinions and values as you, and that's totally fine. I know you have to respect them, but as well as just, if they're not like that, if you do have, for example, family time weekly, it's also really important to take time to be with your family and to take time off working and being part of your business and focusing on your business. The next question is from Fashion Reworked, and she said the workload is extensive, and yet if you're passionate about it, you will continue. Yes, there's a lot of work in being an entrepreneur. As I said, there's so much. You have so many new ideas that you want to test out, so many new things you want to give to your clients and to your followers to help you grow, and it is a lot. But also, if you're passionate about it and you keep doing it daily or weekly or monthly, you're going to grow and you're going to keep continuing doing your business, and you're going to see that growth coming in. The next one is from Mel, and she said having to manage your time wisely. Yes, that is really, really important. When being an entrepreneur, you have to manage your time wisely. For example, you have to make sure you do put some time in the day. If you want to work that day, make sure you have a set hours of day you want to work. Maybe you're going to go over it or under it, but having a set hours, for example, if I say I want to work 3 hours tomorrow, which is Monday, but I work 7 hours, I still did those 3 hours. But also have to think about, oh, if I only did 2 hours, I did miss 1 hour and I could have done something else. So it's just about the way that you want to do your time and use your time wisely, basically. The next one for Mel is also, we have a lot of things on our plate: school, business, family, and hobbies. That is a big reality. We do have school, we do have our business, we do have family, we do have hobbies, as well as extracurriculars. So there's so much in your life, and business is just a little chunk of it. So don't think that because I have a business, I have all the time in the world to focus on a business. There's so much more behind the scenes that a lot of people do not know. The next one is from Sarah, and she said it's hard work when you're passionate about it. There's a lot that goes into it. Yes, there's so much work into becoming an entrepreneur or being an entrepreneur. There's so many things you want to try, you want to do, you want to give your followers, like I said, and there's so much work and a lot of time that comes into it. So don't think that becoming an entrepreneur, you're going to be successful in just working 1 hour a day. There's so much more than that. For example, me, I work about 14-15 hours a day on my business. And yes, that's a lot of hours, but that is what happens when I want to grow, and I know I see growth, and I know that my time that I'm putting into my work is coming to a point, and it is, you know, helping me grow. So the next one is from Julie, and she said a lot of long hours and sleep. Like I just said, yes, I work so many hours. It could be a 2-hour day, or it can be a, you know, 15-16 hour day. You never know. It just depends on how much work you do. But also doing to that, you have to make sure you have time for yourself and a time to watch a Netflix episode, but as well knowing that if you watch a Netflix episode and you go over, you only want to watch 1 but you watch 5, it's okay. It's your time. You could do it tomorrow. You can maybe not watch Netflix for the rest of the week, but it's also okay to take time for yourself and time for your family. But it takes time to get to that point, to know that it's okay. It took me 8 months to know that I need to take time off, that it's important to take time off. So it'll come to you, but if you want to start implementing it now, you should. And the last one I got for a reality is from Munkale Accessories, and she said sometimes things don't turn out the way you imagine. That is a big reality of being an entrepreneur. If you expected something to grow so much and it didn't, it happens. It's totally okay. But also, being an entrepreneur means you're able to see what was wrong in that. You're able to see that maybe you tweaked something off, or maybe you forgot to add something, or maybe you didn't promote it too much, you didn't share your followers enough about what you're launching. But it's okay, because you can launch it 2 months later, do it again, repurpose the whole thing, and you will see growth. It's okay if something doesn't happen, something does not go good. If something fails, it happens. You know, fix it, try something else. Maybe that's not the content that your followers wanted. So I think it's just really important to know that it's okay if something doesn't go well, and just fix it and relaunch it, because there's always new people coming to your page and they'll love to see what you launch, and maybe they never knew about the last one, but they'd want to know about this new launch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any video suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments, as well as give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and make sure you leave a comment once again, because I do read, comment, and like all your comments back, so you will make sure that I see your comment and your idea and opinions. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!